Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a force within you, a power that will shape your life in ways you can't yet imagine. That power is self-confidence. It is the ability to believe in yourself, to trust in your potential, and to walk forward without fear, knowing that you are capable of achieving great things. Self-confidence is not something that comes from the outside. It's not something that is given to you by the opinions of others or by the circumstances of your life. No, true self-confidence is birthed from within. It is the firm belief that you are capable of overcoming every obstacle, achieving every dream, and becoming the person you were meant to be. Too often, we look to others for validation, for approval, to feel good about ourselves. But let me tell you this, your confidence must come from within. If you depend on others to tell you that you are capable, you will always feel empty when their words fall silent. You must believe in yourself, regardless of what others say or think. Self-confidence begins with self-awareness. You cannot be confident in yourself if you don't truly know who you are. It starts with understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, and everything in between. You need to be honest with yourself about who you are right now, but also about who you are becoming. Because self-confidence is rooted in the certainty that you are a work in progress, always growing, always improving. But here's the truth, confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is not the absence of doubt. It is the ability to act in spite of them. Confidence is the courage to take that step forward, even when you don't know the entire path ahead. It is the understanding that even if you stumble, you will rise again. Confidence is knowing that failure is not the end, but a lesson that propels you forward. One of the greatest lies we have been told is that confidence is for the chosen few. That only certain people are born with the ability to believe in themselves. But I'm here to tell you that confidence is a decision, not a gift. It's something that you can build every day, moment by moment. It's the decision to speak with conviction, to act with purpose, and to refuse to let fear determine your future. When you believe in yourself, you unlock your potential. You see opportunities where others see obstacles. You act when others hesitate. You rise when others fall. You create your own success because you know that you are capable of greatness. Self-confidence is not about being arrogant or overestimating your abilities. It's about having a clear understanding of your worth and believing in your ability to achieve the things that matter most to you. It is rooted in humility, but it is also rooted in strength. It is the unwavering belief that you are enough and that you have everything you need to live the life you were meant to live. So I challenge you today to look within. Build your confidence by affirming your worth, by setting your goals high, and by taking action. Let your belief in yourself be the driving force that propels you towards your future. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is now. You have everything within you to be the person you want to be, to achieve the things you want to achieve. The only question is, will you believe it? Will you take that first step with confidence, knowing that the path ahead is yours to create? I believe in you, and I hope today you will choose to believe in yourself. Self-confidence comes from within. It is an internal force that shapes how we view ourselves, how we engage with the world around us, and how we face the challenges that life inevitably brings. Unlike the fleeting approval we sometimes seek from others or the external circumstances we believe will give us validation, true self-confidence arises from a deep understanding of our own worth and potential. It's not something that can be given to us by others, nor is it something that can be purchased or manufactured. It is something that we must cultivate ourselves through our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Many people are searching for self-confidence in all the wrong places. They look to others for approval, to society for standards to meet, or to the accumulation of external achievements as a way to feel good about themselves. While these external factors can provide temporary boosts to our confidence, they do not form the foundation of true self-assurance. The real source of confidence lies within, in the way we view ourselves, the relationship we have with our own thoughts and feelings, and the internal narrative that guides our decisions. At the core of self-confidence is self-awareness. This is not just the ability to acknowledge our strengths, but also the willingness to face our weaknesses and imperfections. It is easy to be confident when we are surrounded by success or when we are operating within our comfort zone. But true self-confidence shines through when we are confronted with challenges, when we are faced with uncertainty, or when we make mistakes. In these moments, self-awareness allows us to understand that we are not defined by our failures and that our value is not contingent upon perfection. Rather, it is our willingness to learn and grow from those experiences that builds confidence. When we are aware of who we are, when we understand our capabilities and limitations, we are better able to set realistic goals and make decisions that align with our true self. Confidence is not about being the best at everything. It is about accepting that we are enough as we are, with all our unique qualities, quirks, and flaws. When we embrace ourselves fully, we stop seeking validation from others and begin to trust our own judgment. This internal validation becomes the bedrock of our self-confidence. Furthermore, self-confidence involves the courage to take action, even when we feel uncertain. It is easy to wait for the perfect moment, to wait until we feel completely prepared, or to wait until we feel we deserve success. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. Confidence doesn't come from waiting for the right circumstances. It comes from taking the first step, regardless of how we feel. It comes from trusting that we are capable of figuring things out along the way. Every successful person has had to take that first step into the unknown to act despite fear, doubt, or hesitation. It is through action that confidence grows. When we take action, we begin to prove to ourselves that we can handle challenges, that we are resilient, and that we are capable of achieving what we set out to do. In this journey of self-confidence, it is essential to recognize that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Too often, we fear failure because we associate it with a lack of competence or value. We think that if we fail, it means we are not good enough or that we are not deserving of success. But failure is merely a lesson, a stepping stone to growth. It provides us with the opportunity to adjust, to refine our approach, and to come back stronger. True self-confidence does not crumble in the face of failure, it rises. It is in the way we respond to setbacks that our true character is formed. When we believe in our own abilities and trust that every failure is an opportunity to learn, we cultivate the resilience that is at the heart of self-confidence. This internal source of confidence also allows us to protect ourselves from the negativity and criticism of others. It is easy to be shaken by the opinions and judgments of those around us, especially in a world where social media amplifies voices and comparisons are rampant. But when we know our worth, when we understand that our value is not dependent on external opinions, we become immune to the impact of negativity. Self-confidence means that we no longer let others define us because we are already secure in who we are. It gives us the strength to stand firm in our beliefs, to pursue our goals with conviction, and to continue on our path without being swayed by every comment or critique. Additionally, self-confidence is not about arrogance or superiority over others. It is about being at peace with who you are and recognizing your worth without the need to diminish others. Confidence doesn't need to be loud or boastful. It is quiet assurance. It is the calm certainty that you have everything you need within you to face whatever comes your way. It is the understanding that you don't need to compete with anyone else because you are already enough. You are not threatened by the success of others, but instead you find inspiration in their achievements, knowing that there is enough success to go around. True confidence creates a sense of unity rather than division because it is grounded in the belief that everyone has the potential to achieve greatness in their own unique way. When self-confidence is internalized, it transforms the way we approach life. We stop playing small. We stop doubting our abilities. We stop limiting ourselves based on what we think we can or can't do. Instead, we begin to see possibilities where others see obstacles. We step into our potential and refuse to settle for mediocrity. Every action we take is grounded in the belief that we are capable of more, that we have the power to create the life we desire, and that nothing is out of reach if we are willing to pursue it with conviction. Moreover, self-confidence allows us to build stronger relationships with others. When we are confident in ourselves, we are more likely to be supportive, encouraging, and authentic with those around us. We no longer need to seek approval or validation from others because we already have it within ourselves. This allows us to engage with others from a place of love, respect, and mutual support rather than from insecurity or competition. When we are confident in our own worth, we are more willing to recognize the worth in others. We celebrate their successes, uplift their spirits, and encourage them to achieve their own greatness. Confidence fosters a sense of community and collaboration because it frees us from the fear of judgment and comparison. One of the most powerful aspects of self-confidence is that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we believe in our ability to succeed, the more we will act in ways that lead to success. When we trust ourselves, we make decisions that align with our goals. We take risks. We step out of our comfort zones and we persist in the face of adversity. And as we take these actions, we begin to see results. These results reinforce our belief in ourselves and create a cycle of growth and achievement. With each success, no matter how small, our confidence expands and we become more willing to take on even bigger challenges. The path to self-confidence is not always easy and it is not always linear. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when we feel like giving up. But it is in those moments that we must remember that true confidence is not about always feeling on top of the world. It is about being able to rise after every fall, to keep going when the road gets tough, and to trust that our inner strength is greater than any external challenge we may face. As we continue to cultivate this internal source of confidence, we discover that the more we believe in ourselves, the more we unlock the limitless potential that resides within us. Self-confidence is not a destination, it is a journey. It is something that we must nurture and develop over time with each choice we make and every action we take. But as we continue on this journey, we begin to realize that the power to create the life we desire, to overcome the obstacles that come our way, and to live with purpose and conviction has always been within us. It is in our hands, waiting to be unlocked. And once we do, we will understand that the greatest source of confidence lies not in the approval of others or in external success, but in the quiet assurance that we are capable, worthy, and enough, just as we are. Self-awareness is the foundation of confidence. It is the root from which true self-assurance grows, the cornerstone upon which the structure of a strong, unshakable belief in oneself is built. Without self-awareness, confidence is hollow and unstable, easily swayed by external circumstances and the opinions of others. But when self-awareness is present, it brings clarity, direction, and a deep understanding of who we are, what we stand for, and what we are capable of achieving. It is the starting point of personal growth, and it empowers us to face life's challenges with resilience, to make choices that align with our values, and to take actions that reflect our true potential. Self-awareness is more than just a passing understanding of our strengths and weaknesses. It is a profound, ongoing process of introspection, reflection, and self-discovery. It means having a clear and honest understanding of who we are at our core. This awareness involves recognizing our emotions, understanding the triggers that shape our thoughts and behaviors, and acknowledging our deeper motivations. It is not just about knowing what we are good at, but also being willing to confront our limitations, to accept our flaws, and to embrace our imperfections. True self-awareness allows us to look at ourselves without judgment, to see both the light and the shadow within, and to accept both as integral parts of our being. When we are self-aware, we no longer seek validation from the outside world to affirm our worth. We know our value from within, and that knowledge is what fuels our confidence. It is in knowing ourselves deeply that we can trust our instincts, make decisions that reflect our authentic desires, and move forward without fear of criticism or rejection. The more we understand who we are, the more we can operate from a place of self-assurance, because we no longer need to seek approval or comparisons to others. We are confident in our own unique path and purpose. One of the key elements of self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand our emotions. Our emotions are powerful forces that influence our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions, often without us realizing it. When we lack self-awareness, we become at the mercy of our emotions, allowing them to dictate our actions and responses. But when we become aware of our emotions, we can choose how to respond to them rather than react impulsively. This emotional intelligence is vital for building confidence because it helps us remain grounded in the face of adversity, make decisions with clarity, and manage stress or frustration in healthy ways. Being self-aware also means understanding the patterns of thought that guide our lives. Our thoughts shape our reality. And when we are unaware of the negative, limiting beliefs we hold about ourselves, we allow those beliefs to control our actions. A lack of self-awareness can lead to a cycle of self-doubt, fear of failure, and a belief that we are not capable of success. However, through self-awareness, we can identify these thoughts, challenge them, and replace them with empowering beliefs. When we become conscious of the thoughts that undermine our confidence, we can take proactive steps to reframe them, creating a mindset that supports our goals and aspirations. Furthermore, self-awareness helps us recognize our strengths, talents, and abilities. Often we may overlook or underestimate our own potential because we are too focused on what others are doing or comparing ourselves to unrealistic standards. However, when we take the time to truly understand ourselves, we begin to see the unique gifts that we possess, and we gain the confidence to use them to their full extent. Recognizing our strengths allows us to build on them, to step into opportunities that align with our talents, and to contribute in ways that reflect our true abilities. The more we acknowledge and embrace our strengths, the more confident we become in pursuing our goals and taking on challenges. Equally important is the awareness of our weaknesses. Many people shy away from acknowledging their flaws, fearing that it will diminish their self-esteem or make them appear inadequate. But the truth is, it is only by being aware of our weaknesses that we can begin to work on improving them. Self-awareness gives us the courage to face our imperfections with honesty and without judgment. It allows us to see that our weaknesses do not define us, but rather they are areas for growth and development. By acknowledging our weaknesses, we can take steps to address them, whether through learning, practice, or seeking support. This willingness to grow and improve is a powerful source of confidence, as it shows us that we are not fixed in our limitations, but capable of overcoming them. Self-awareness also involves understanding our values, beliefs, and motivations. These core elements of our identity shape the way we interact with the world and make decisions. When we are clear about our values, we can align our actions with them, which leads to a greater sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Living in accordance with our strengthens our confidence because we know we are acting authentically and with integrity. Conversely, when we make decisions that go against our values, it creates internal conflict, erodes our self-trust, and undermines our confidence. Self-awareness allows us to stay true to ourselves and make choices that reflect our deepest convictions. As we cultivate self-awareness, we also become more attuned to the impact we have on others. We begin to understand how our words, actions, and energy affect those around us. This awareness helps us develop stronger relationships because we are able to communicate more effectively, empathize with others, and recognize how we can contribute to their well-being. Confidence is not just about feeling good about ourselves, but also about being able to positively influence and uplift those around us. When we are self-aware, we become more intentional in how we engage with others, and this creates an environment where mutual respect and support flourish. The process of becoming self-aware is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing journey of reflection, growth, and adaptation. As we continue to evolve, our self-awareness deepens and we gain new insights into who we are and what we need to thrive. This continual self-reflection is essential for building lasting confidence because it ensures that we are always in touch with our true selves. It allows us to adjust to changing circumstances, adapt to new challenges, and stay aligned with our goals and values. When we are self-aware, we are able to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease because we have a solid understanding of who we are and what we need to succeed. The connection between self-awareness and confidence is undeniable. Without self-awareness, confidence is fragile based on external factors that can shift at any moment. But with self-awareness, confidence becomes an unshakable force that is rooted in the truth of who we are. It is through self-awareness that we come to understand our strengths and weaknesses, our values and motivations, and our emotional and mental patterns. This understanding allows us to trust ourselves, make decisions with clarity, and take action with conviction. As we become more self-aware, our confidence grows and we begin to see the incredible potential within us to achieve our goals and create the life we desire. When we are truly self-aware, we no longer need to compare ourselves to others or seek external validation. We are secure in our own worth and we trust that our unique path is the one we are meant to walk. This inner confidence gives us the courage to take risks, embrace challenges, and step into the unknown, knowing that we have the ability to overcome whatever obstacles come our way. It is through self-awareness that we unlock the power to create our own destiny, to rise above doubt and fear, and to live with purpose and intention. And confidence is the ability to act in spite of fear. It is the quiet force within that empowers us to move forward, even when we are uncertain, hesitant, or confronted with the unknown. It is the courage to take action despite the voice inside our heads that tells us we might fail, the fear that whispers we are not good enough, or the doubts that cloud our judgment. True confidence is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move through it, to persist despite it, and to rise above it. Fear is a natural, instinctual response to perceived threats or risks, and it has been an essential survival mechanism for humans throughout history. It alerts us to danger, prompting us to avoid harm. However, fear is not always an enemy. In many cases, fear can be a catalyst for growth, a sign that we are stepping outside of our comfort zones and challenging ourselves to evolve. It is the ability to act in spite of fear that distinguishes those who achieve greatness from those who remain paralyzed by it. Confidence is not about eliminating fear, but about learning to coexist with it, to manage it, and to push forward regardless. When we are confident, we do not allow fear to control us. We recognize it for what it is, a temporary, fleeting emotion that does not define our potential. We acknowledge fear without letting it stop us from taking action. In fact, fear often serves as a signal that we are on the verge of something significant, something transformative. It is when we are fearful that we are typically standing at the threshold of growth. Whether it is the fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown, these feelings are part of the human experience, and they are not signs to retreat, but indications that we are pushing the limits of our abilities. To act in spite of fear requires resilience. It requires a willingness to embrace discomfort and uncertainty. When fear surfaces, it is easy to retreat into the safety of what is familiar to avoid situations that challenge us. But confidence calls us to take a different path. Confidence is about pushing forward in the face of fear, to stand tall even when the future is unclear. It is in those moments of fear that we have the opportunity to build true strength, to prove to ourselves that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. Confidence is not a trait that magically appears, it is a practice, a muscle that grows stronger each time we choose to act despite our fears. One of the most powerful things about confidence is that it allows us to learn and grow. When we avoid fear, we often deny ourselves the opportunity to develop. We become stagnant, stuck in a state of comfort and security. But when we embrace fear and take action anyway, we create the possibility for success. Confidence is built through experience, and the more we confront our fears, the more we realize that we are capable of navigating them. Even if we fail, each failure is an opportunity for learning, for improvement, and for greater self-assurance. It is through these experiences that our confidence is forged, not through a lack of fear, but through the willingness to step into it and face it head on. Fear is often rooted in the unknown. We fear what we cannot control or predict, and that uncertainty can cause us to hesitate, to second guess ourselves, or to delay action. But confidence teaches us that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It is in the unknown that possibilities lie. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every success was once an unknown, a challenge that someone chose to face rather than run from. Confidence allows us to step into uncertainty with the understanding that we do not need to have all the answers up front. We can trust ourselves to figure it out along the way. We don't need to know the entire path before we take the first step. Confidence is the faith that we will handle what comes, that we are resourceful and adaptable enough to navigate the challenges as they arise. Another aspect of acting in spite of fear is the importance of self-belief. Confidence is deeply rooted in the belief that we are capable of overcoming obstacles, achieving our goals, and rising above adversity. Self-doubt is often the root of fear. When we question our abilities or our worth, fear has the chance to take hold and limit us. But when we believe in ourselves, we can face fear with a sense of assurance. We know that no matter the outcome, we are capable of learning, adapting, and continuing forward. This belief in ourselves is what allows us to act despite fear. It gives us the strength to take risks and to move beyond our comfort zones. Confidence is not about always being right or always succeeding, but about trusting that we have the inner resources to handle whatever comes our way. Furthermore, confidence involves taking responsibility for our choices. Fear often arises from a lack of control or the possibility of making mistakes. But true confidence lies in the understanding that we are the creators of our own experience. When we take responsibility for our actions, we also take responsibility for the consequences. We no longer let fear dictate our decisions because we understand that every choice is ours to make. Acting in spite of fear is a declaration of our ownership of our lives, our decisions, and our outcomes. We are not passive participants waiting for the fear to subside. We are active creators of our own destiny. It is important to recognize that fear often manifests in different ways. Some fears are overt and obvious, such as the fear of public speaking or the fear of failure. Other fears are more subtle, often disguised as procrastination, perfectionism, or self-sabotage. These underlying fears can prevent us from taking action in ways that are not immediately apparent. They can cause us to doubt ourselves, put things off, or make excuses. But the key to acting in spite of fear is recognizing these fears for what they are and moving forward regardless. Confidence allows us to see beyond the surface level of fear and to take consistent action, even when the fear is not as visible or obvious. It is the quiet persistence that pushes us through fear step by step until we reach the other side. When we act in spite of fear, we also set an example for others. Confidence is contagious. When we choose to face our fears, we inspire those around us to do the same. Our actions become a blueprint for others to follow, showing them that fear is not something to be avoided, but something to be confronted and overcome. Confidence encourages others to step out of their own comfort zones, to take risks, and to believe in their ability to handle whatever challenges life presents. In this way, confidence not only empowers us, but also empowers those around us. The relationship between confidence and fear is complex. Fear will always be a part of our lives. It is a natural response to the unknown, to change, and to risk. But confidence is not about eradicating fear. It is about learning to coexist with it. It is the ability to acknowledge fear without letting it control us, to move forward despite it, and to trust that we have the strength, resilience, and resourcefulness to overcome any obstacles that come our way. And confidence is the ability to act in spite of fear, because we understand that fear is not a barrier, but a stepping stone to growth and transformation. It is in the moments of fear that we find our greatest opportunities for personal development. And it is through those moments that we build the confidence to continue moving forward no matter the challenges we face. Confidence is a decision, not a gift. This statement challenges the commonly held belief that confidence is something that only certain individuals are born with, or that it is an elusive trait that some people have naturally while others do not. In truth, confidence is a choice that we make every single day. It is a mindset that we decide to adopt, a behavior that we decide to practice, and a way of being that we choose to embody. While some people may appear to have an innate sense of confidence, the truth is that they have simply made the decision, consciously or unconsciously, to cultivate it in their lives. Confidence does not come from luck, circumstance, or external validation. It is the result of deliberate actions, thoughts, and choices that we make to empower ourselves. The first step in understanding that confidence is a decision is recognizing that it is not dependent on external factors. So often we find ourselves waiting for the right moment, the perfect circumstances, or the approval of others before we allow ourselves to feel confident. We think that once we achieve a certain goal or receive a particular accolade, then we will feel good about ourselves. But this is a trap. Confidence is not something that comes from external sources. It is not a reward that we receive after accomplishing something, nor is it a result of being validated by others. Confidence is an internal state, a decision we make to trust ourselves and to believe in our abilities regardless of external circumstances. When we rely on external factors for our confidence, we place our sense of self-worth in the hands of others or in circumstances that are beyond our control. This creates an unstable foundation for our confidence. We might feel good about ourselves when we succeed, but when we face setbacks, when we are criticized, or when we encounter failure, our confidence falters. True confidence comes from within. It is built on a foundation of self-belief, self-acceptance, and self-respect. When we decide to take control of our own confidence, we no longer rely on the approval or validation of others to feel worthy or capable. We decide, regardless of external circumstances, that we are enough. Confidence is also a decision to overcome fear and doubt. Fear and self-doubt are two of the most common obstacles that prevent us from feeling confident. They hold us back from pursuing our goals, speaking up in difficult situations, and taking risks. But confidence is the ability to act in spite of fear and doubt. It is the decision to move forward, even when we are uncertain or afraid. Confidence does not eliminate fear, it simply enables us to take action despite it. When we choose to be confident, we make the conscious decision to face our fears head on, to challenge our doubts, and to push through the discomfort of uncertainty. We recognize that fear is a natural part of the human experience, but it does not have the power to dictate our actions or determine our worth. The decision to be confident is also a decision to embrace failure as a stepping stone to growth. Failure is often viewed as a threat to our confidence, something that erodes our belief in ourselves. But true confidence is not fragile, it is resilient. When we choose to be confident, we choose to see failure not as a reflection of our inadequacy, but as an opportunity to learn, improve, and become stronger. Confidence is the ability to pick ourselves up after a setback, to try again, and to keep moving forward. It is the decision to embrace failure as part of the process, rather than allowing it to diminish our self-worth. Each failure is simply a lesson, an opportunity to develop new skills and to build greater resilience. The most successful people in the world are not those who have never failed, but those who have failed and chosen to continue despite the setbacks. In addition to overcoming fear and embracing failure, confidence is also a decision to prioritize our growth and development. It is easy to get stuck in a rut, to stay in our comfort zones and avoid challenging ourselves. But confidence requires us to step outside of our comfort zones, to take risks, and to constantly strive for improvement. When we decide to be confident, we choose to invest in ourselves. We choose to push ourselves beyond our limits, to learn new skills, and to take on challenges that stretch our capabilities. Confidence grows when we take action, when we step up to the plate, and when we commit to personal growth. Every step we take toward becoming the best version of ourselves is a step toward greater confidence. Confidence also requires us to silence the negative voices in our heads. We all have an inner critic, a voice that tells us we are not good enough, that we will fail, or that we don't deserve success. This negative self-talk can be paralyzing, causing us to doubt ourselves and our abilities. But confidence is the decision to reject that inner voice and to replace it with a more empowering one. It is the decision to tell ourselves that we are capable, that we are worthy, and that we can achieve our goals. Confidence is about rewiring our thoughts, about choosing to focus on our strengths rather than our weaknesses, and about embracing a mindset of possibility rather than limitation. The decision to be confident is also a decision to stop comparing ourselves to others. In today's world, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We look at others and measure ourselves against their successes, their achievements, and their lives. But this comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and self-doubt. Confidence is the decision to stop comparing ourselves to others and to focus on our own journey. When we choose to be confident, we acknowledge that we are unique, that our path is our own, and that we are not in competition with anyone but ourselves. Confidence comes from within, from the recognition that we have everything we need to succeed in our own right. This decision to be confident also involves taking responsibility for our own lives and actions. It is easy to blame external circumstances, other people, or even our past experiences for our lack of confidence. But confidence is the decision to take ownership of our choices, our behavior, and our circumstances. It is the recognition that we have the power to shape our lives, to choose our responses, and to create the outcomes we desire. When we decide to be confident, we stop playing the victim and start being the creator of our own reality. We understand that no one else can dictate our worth or determine our future. Confidence is a decision to take full responsibility for our lives and to act with intention and purpose. Another key aspect of confidence is self-compassion. It is easy to be hard on ourselves when we make mistakes or fall short of our expectations. But confidence requires us to treat ourselves with kindness, patience, and understanding. It is the decision to forgive ourselves for our mistakes, to learn from them, and to move forward without carrying the burden of self-judgment. Confidence grows when we accept ourselves fully, flaws and all, and when we give ourselves the grace to be human. We do not need to be perfect to be confident. We simply need to be willing to show up, to keep going, and to trust ourselves along the way. Ultimately, confidence is the decision to believe in our own potential. It is the decision to see ourselves as capable, worthy, and deserving of success. It is a decision that we make every day, in every situation, with every thought, action, and belief. Confidence is not a gift that some people are born with. It is a decision that anyone can make at any time. It is the decision to trust ourselves, to act despite fear, to embrace failure as part of the journey, and to continually strive for growth and improvement. When we choose confidence, we unlock our true potential and open the door to a life of fulfillment, achievement, and self-empowerment. Confidence is not something we wait for. It is something we decide to create. Self-confidence is the key that unlocks the vast potential within us. It is not merely a feeling of assurance, but a powerful tool that can drive us to achieve great things, take bold steps, and push through challenges that would otherwise seem insurmountable. When we possess self-confidence, we believe in our abilities and trust that we have the power to influence our own outcomes. It is this belief in ourselves that allows us to explore our true capabilities, push boundaries, and achieve what we once thought was beyond our reach. Self-confidence is not just about how others see us, but more importantly about how we see ourselves. It is the internal strength that drives external success. At its core, self-confidence is built on the foundation of self-belief. When we believe in our own abilities, we take ownership of our potential. We begin to recognize that we are not defined by our past mistakes, nor are we limited by our current circumstances. Instead, we understand that we have the power to shape our future through the choices we make and the actions we take. This belief is essential for unlocking our potential because it removes the barriers of doubt, fear, and uncertainty that often hold us back. When we have confidence in ourselves, we are not paralyzed by the fear of failure or rejection. Instead, we see failure as a stepping stone to growth and an inevitable part of the journey towards success. The first way in which self-confidence unlocks our potential is by empowering us to take risks. Life by nature is full of uncertainty, and stepping out of our comfort zones often feels like a daunting task. However, self-confidence gives us the courage to take calculated risks and move beyond the familiar. Without confidence, we might hesitate to try new things or pursue opportunities, fearing that we won't succeed or that we will face ridicule. But when we are confident in ourselves, we approach these challenges with the mindset that even if we don't succeed right away, the effort is still worthwhile. Confidence allows us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as threats. This willingness to take risks is often the difference between those who unlock their potential and those who remain stagnant, stuck in their comfort zones. Self-confidence also plays a pivotal role in overcoming the obstacles that inevitably arise along the way. The journey to realizing our potential is rarely smooth. We will face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. It is in these moments that self-confidence becomes a critical asset. When we believe in ourselves, we are more likely to persist in the face of adversity. Confidence provides the resilience needed to bounce back after failure and to keep moving forward despite setbacks. It helps us maintain a positive attitude and focus on the bigger picture instead of becoming discouraged by temporary challenges. It is not the lack of obstacles that determines success, but the confidence to overcome them that unlocks the door to our potential. Self-confidence also enhances our decision-making abilities. When we are confident in our judgment and abilities, we are less likely to second-guess ourselves or be swayed by the opinions of others. We trust our instincts and make decisions with clarity and conviction. This decisiveness is crucial when it comes to reaching our potential because it prevents us from wasting time on indecision or doubt. With confidence, we move forward with purpose and intent, knowing that we are capable of navigating whatever comes our way. The ability to make decisions quickly and confidently accelerates our progress and keeps us aligned with our goals. Moreover, self-confidence is essential for effective communication. When we are confident in ourselves, we are more likely to express our ideas, desires, and goals clearly and assertively. We are not afraid to speak up in meetings, share our opinions, or advocate for what we believe in. This self-assurance helps us build stronger relationships, expand our network, and gain the support of others. The ability to communicate effectively and confidently is a key factor in unlocking our potential because it allows us to make connections, influence others, and create opportunities. Without confidence, we might hold back, fail to assert ourselves, or miss out on chances that could propel us forward. Self-confidence also helps us to maintain focus on our goals and remain motivated even when progress seems slow. It's easy to get discouraged when results aren't immediate or when the path to success appears long and difficult. However, confident individuals tend to stay focused on their vision and trust the process. They understand that success is a journey, not a destination. Confidence helps us maintain our motivation, even in the face of delays or frustrations. It reinforces our belief that we are capable of achieving our goals, and it encourages us to keep going, no matter how challenging the journey may be. This perseverance is a crucial component of unlocking our full potential, as it ensures that we continue to make progress toward our objectives, even when things seem tough. Additionally, self-confidence enables us to take responsibility for our actions and outcomes. When we are confident, we are less likely to blame others or external factors for our failures. Instead, we take ownership of our decisions, learn from our mistakes, and strive to do better next time. This sense of responsibility is essential for growth and development, as it allows us to learn from our experiences and apply those lessons to future challenges. Self-confidence gives us the strength to accept responsibility for actions and use that accountability as a catalyst for improvement. In turn, this allows us to unlock even greater potential as we continue to evolve and progress. Furthermore, self-confidence fosters a positive mindset. It helps us to maintain an optimistic view of ourselves and our abilities, even in the face of adversity. This positivity is contagious and can have a profound impact on our environment and the people around us. When we exude confidence, we attract opportunities, resources, and individuals who support our goals and vision. Confidence helps us to see the possibilities rather than the limitations. It allows us to approach each situation with a can-do attitude and a belief that we have the power to make a difference. This positive outlook not only enhances our performance, but also inspires others to believe in us and in themselves, creating a cycle of growth and empowerment that propels us toward our potential. Self-confidence also leads to greater self-discipline. When we believe in ourselves, we are more likely to set goals, create action plans, and take consistent steps toward achieving our objectives. Confidence enables us to stay disciplined because we trust in our ability to follow through. We understand that success requires effort, persistence, and commitment, and we are willing to put in the work because we believe in the outcome. This sense of discipline and determination helps us to unlock our potential by ensuring that we stay focused and dedicated to our goals, no matter the challenges that arise along the way. Moreover, self-confidence creates an environment where we are open to learning and self-improvement. When we believe in our abilities, we are more willing to seek out new knowledge, acquire new skills, and embrace feedback. Confident individuals do not see learning as a sign of weakness, but rather as a way to enhance their potential. They understand that growth is a lifelong process and that there is always room for improvement. This mindset of continuous learning and self-enhancement ensures that we never stop growing and developing, which is key to unlocking our full potential. In summary, self-confidence is not just a state of mind, it is a transformative force that unlocks the potential within us. It empowers us to take risks, overcome obstacles, make decisions, communicate effectively, stay focused on our goals, take responsibility for our actions, maintain a positive mindset, and develop self-discipline. With confidence, we believe in ourselves, trust our abilities, and have the courage to pursue our dreams. It is the foundation upon which success is built and the driving force that propels us toward our highest potential. Without confidence, our potential remains dormant, but with it, we unlock the door to infinite possibilities. Confidence is the key that turns the lock, opening up a world of opportunities and allowing us to achieve what we are truly capable of.